Allow yourself to relax as we drift through tonight's gentle tale. Sedge and Lantana, the light of inspiration. This story is about Sedge, a gentle soul, who finds inspiration and critique from his new friend, Lantana, a joyful sprite. In the quaint village of Elder Glen, nestled between the rolling hills and lush forests, lived a gentle soul named Sedge. Every day, he would wander the meadows and whisper his dreams to the winds, hoping they would carry his wishes to the skies. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, filling the sky with hues of pink and gold, Sedge met a luminous creature named Lantana. She was a joyful sprite, a tiny being with wings that shimmered like dewdrops in the morning light. Lantana noticed the weary look in Sedge's eyes and fluttered close to him, spreading a gentle glow. "Why do you look so down, dear Sedge?" she asked sweetly. Sedge sighed. "I had these dreams and visions, but I don't know how to bring them to life." Lantana smiled warmly, her wings fluttering with excitement. "Dreams are the seeds of inspiration. Let me show you the way." Together, they embarked on an enchanting journey through Elder Glen. Lantana guided Sedge to places he had never noticed before, pointing a hidden grove where flowers bloomed in impossible patterns, and a serene pond that mirrored the heavens. As they traveled, Lantana shared stories of ancient stars and wise old trees, each tale a spark of inspiration. Slowly, Sedge felt his heart lighten and his mind expand. One moonlit night, they arrived at a clearing, lit by fireflies. "Now, close your eyes," Lantana whispered, "and listen to the world round you." Sedge closed his eyes and let the sounds of nature wash over him. He heard the rustling leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, and the gentle hum of the earth itself. And in that moment, he felt a burst of creative light so bright it felt as though the stars themselves had descended into his heart. "You see, Sedge," Lantana said softly, "inspiration is always within reach. You only need to open your heart to it." From that day on, Sedge spent his time not just wandering but creating. He painted the visions he had seen and wrote stories of the places Lantana had shown him, sharing his inspirations with the village. His work brought joy to Elder Glen, and people from far and wide came to marvel at his creations. Sedge never forgot to thank Lantana, his friend and muse, who had ignited the flame of inspiration within him. And so, under the gentle glow of stars and the shimmer of fireflies, the village of Elder Glen flourished, its people forever inspired by the beauty of dreams and the magic of a joyful sprite. Let's journey onward with another comforting tale. Clover and the Friendly Ghost, Ophelia, a tale of trust. This story is about a girl named Clover who meets a friendly ghost named Ophelia and learns the true meaning of trust through their friendship. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young girl named Clover. Clover, with her golden hair and sparkling blue eyes, was known for her kind heart and adventurous spirit. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Clover ventured into the nearby forest, her curiosity leading her deep into the woods. As she explored, she stumbled upon an ancient, abandoned house shrouded in ivy and mystery. With a mix of fear and excitement, she pushed open the creaky door. Inside, the air was cool and smelled of old wood and forgotten memories. Suddenly, a soft, glowing figure appeared before her. It was Ophelia, a friendly ghost, who had been residing in the house for centuries. Ophelia had a gentle demeanor and a bright, welcoming smile. Clover, though initially frightened, felt an inexplicable sense of calm in Ophelia's presence. Ophelia spoke in a voice as soft as the wind, sharing stories of the past and the secrets of the forest. As the days passed, Clover and Achillea grew closer. Clover shared stories of her family, her dreams and her fears, while Achillea recounted tales of long-forgotten times. They spent their evenings together, laughing and learning from each other. One night, a fierce storm rolled through the village. The wind howled and the rain lashed against the windows. Clover's house, old and fragile, trembled under nature's sea. Achillea appeared beside Clover, his glow offering comfort in the darkness. With a soothing tone, he shared a story of a time when the village faced a similar storm and how trust in each other saw them through. Inspired by Achillea's tale, Clover mustered the courage to calm her family and neighbors. She spoke of unity, trust, and the strength they had within each other. Together, they secured their homes and took shelter, knowing that as long as they trusted one another, they would be safe. When the storm passed, the village emerged together, stronger and more united than ever. Clover's bond with Achillea deepened, and she realized that trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. Achillea, having fulfilled his purpose, thanked Clover for her friendship and slowly faded away, leaving behind a heart full of cherished memories and a village that now understood the true meaning of trust. Okay, now let's wander into a new tale. Achillea and Magnolia, a tale of safety. This story is about a human girl named Achillea and a gnome named Magnolia, who work together to protect their valley from a fierce storm. Once upon a time, in a lush green valley, there lived a kind-hearted human girl named Achillea. She had brown locks that curled like the tendrils of a vine, and eyes as bright as the morning sun. Every day, Achillea roamed the valley, helping animals and plants alike, ensuring everyone lived in harmony. One sunny afternoon, while she was tending to a patch of wildflowers, she heard a soft, melodious humming coming from behind a large oak tree. Curious, she tiptoed over and discovered a tiny gnome named Magnolia. Magnolia's hat was shaped like a tulip, and her cheeks flushed pink when she saw Achillea. While Magnolia greeted, her voice as musical as her humming. Magnolia. I was just singing to the plants to help them grow. Achillea smiled warmly and introduced herself. From that day on, Achillea and Magnolia became the best of friends. They spent their days exploring the valley, making sure every living being was safe and cared for. One day, a fierce storm started to brew on the horizon. The sky darkened, and the winds howled through the trees. Achillea and Magnolia knew they had to act quickly to protect their beloved valley. We must find a way to shield everyone from the storm, Achillea declared, with determination in her voice. Magnolia nodded and suggested they gather all the animals to the shelter of a large cave nearby. Together, they guided deers, rabbits, birds, and even the tiniest insects to the safety of the cave. Achillea used her knowledge of herbs and plants to create warm nests for the smaller creatures, while Magnolia used her magical songs to calm the frightened animals. As the thunder roared and lightning cracked, Achillea and Magnolia stayed close to the animals, comforting them with gentle words and melodies. The storm raged on for hours, but inside the cave it was warm and safe. Eventually, the storm began to subside and a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky. The animals slowly ventured out of the cave, greeted by the fresh, crisp air and the sparkling freshness of the valley. Achillea and Magnolia were tired, but happy, knowing they had kept their friends safe through the storm. From that day on, whenever a storm threatened the valley, the animals would come to Achillea and Magnolia for guidance and protection. The bond between the human girl and the gnome grew stronger with every challenge, and their friendship became a symbol of safety and comfort for all the dwellers of the valley. Here's another story to bring you comfort and peace. Camellia and Hannah, The Quest for Happiness. This story is about Camellia, and Liv will explore Hannah's journey through an enchanting forest to discover the true meaning of happiness through laughter, peace, sharing, and friendship. Camellia lived in a quaint village at the edge of an enchanting forest. Each house in the village was painted in bright colors, making it look like a scene from a picture book. Camellia's home was no exception, adorned with flowers that bloomed year-round. One day, while tending to her garden, she heard a soft giggle. Turning round, she met the twinkling eyes of Hannah, a little explorer from the deep woods. "Hello there," Camellia greeted warmly. Hannah's wings fluttered gently as she replied, "Hello, I'm Hannah. I'm on a quest to find happiness and was drawn to your beautiful garden." Intrigued, Camellia asked, "What does happiness look like?" Hannah's face lit up. "That's what I'm here to discover. Would you join me on my quest?" With excitement bubbling inside her, Camellia agreed. Together, they traveled through the magical forest, encountering remarkable sights. They found a meadow filled with singing flowers that swayed rhythmically with the wind. Hannah danced among them, her laughter blending with the melodies. "Happiness is laughter," Hannah said. They strolled further and reached a tranquil lake, its surface like glass. They watched the sunset paint the sky in hues of pink and gold. "Happiness is peace," said Camellia softly. As they wandered deeper, they met woodland creatures who shared their stories. An old owl spoke of wisdom, while a playful rabbit showed them joy through simple games. Happiness is sharing, they realized. Their journey led them to a towering tree with a shimmering door. "What's beyond it?" Camellia wondered. Hannah smiled. "Let's find out." Stepping through the door, they found themselves back in Camellia's garden. Every flower seemed brighter, every scent richer. They shared a knowing look. Happiness isn't a destination, but the journey and companions we cherish along the way, Hannah said wisely. As the first stars appeared, Camellia thanked Hannah. "I found happiness today, thanks to you." Hannah's wings fluttered as she replied. "Happiness is found in hearts full of love and wonder." With a warm hug, they parted ways, knowing their paths would cross again. Camellia watched Hannah disappear into the night sky, her heart light and joyful. As she entered her cozy home, her mind filled with the day's wonders. Laying down to sleep, she whispered, "Happiness is all around us, waiting to be discovered." And with that, she drifted into a peaceful slumber, her dreams filled with laughter, peace, and the magic of true friendship. Good night, and may you find peace in your dreams.